Hello, old man style. How are you today? Yes, live. I figured out that I haven't done it in a while, and well, it's time to hunt some treasures together with you guys. Oh, did you spend a lot of money? Well, then at least it wasn't for nothing. You got something. You hunted something down. So, what time is it for you right now? Here it's past 8 p.m. Ah, okay. Hey, Vitor. Well, I just started Zero. Well, pretty much. What kind of advice can I give you about treasure hunting? For me personally, each time I went out and I was like, I need to find this 1000 gold pack, I never got it, but when I went out like brain dead or with other purpose to chill out or spend some time, brainless time, then it happened and I found it. So just lower your expectations and maybe you will get lucky. So that would be the first advice I would give to anyone who wants to treasure hunt. Other than that, well, start using this ArcheAge map, interactive map that can give you coordinates. I mean, not give you coordinates. You can take down coordinates. Like I found a shipwreck right now. I have a sextant. I'm use it. I'm using it. You cannot see it because it's behind this puffer fish here. But I recorded those coordinates. I put it on interactive map and save it. So when I go out again, I don't have to search for it because I already know where it is more or less. It's always difficult to use the sextant thingy, but well, it's better than nothing. And after a while, you will end up with some kind of road to find your treasures instead of going into the wild and trying to get something by luck, from luck. What else I can tell you? Well, for example, I'm still testing this. Oh, thank you for sub. I'm still testing this. Weren't you a sub? Tell me. I'm still testing shadows, setting of shadows in the game. If you do it correctly and if the weather is proper in the game, shadow can help you notice shipwreck from a big distance. So you will not see a shipwreck, but for example on this mountain there will be a shipwreck and I will have a shadow somewhere here. So I will see from here that there's something nearby and I can like turn and start searching for it. Okay. Okay, cool. I need to work on those displays with recent subscribers. Your name wasn't fully shown, but it's something new for me, so I'm like clumsy. Other advices about treasure hunting would be never craft recovery pouch yourself unless you want to get 100,000 proficiency for salvaging, for ship salvaging. But if you are out here just to find treasure chests, then you shouldn't craft pouches because it will burn your labor too fast. Yeah, I will fix this later. No worries, old man style. You will be seen again. I picked up a wrong moment to go out because there's night in the game right now and it affects visibility underwater. But still, Diamond Shores area here, somewhere here, is like the most visible area that you can find. So even at night it might be possible to spot shipwrecks here. I will try to get a bit more brightness as well, but I don't think it will help so much. So how is everyone today? We have 11 people online, that's nice. Hello everyone. If anyone has any question that he wants to ask, now is the time. I don't like, speaking just to be speaking and not silent. I will be silent if nobody's asking any questions. Well, for ArcheAge YouTubers, be patient and probably look for a secondary game. I'm not telling you not play ArcheAge, but look for something else as well, because it feels like population in ArcheAge is shrinking really fast. So even if you are really good and create valuable content, it might turn out that there's a problem for you to reach out to other players because there's not so many of them left. But if you want to stick to ArcheAge and ArcheAge only, I suggest combining it with official forums and Reddit. I found out that when I was like posting my videos and creating a Reddit post about it, I had like twice the numbers in my views than I have right now when I stopped doing so. So Reddit is really helpful, and official forums if you don't spam them too much. I didn't want to, post every fucking video that I create because there's a lot of it already, so I was like avoiding posting information about, let's say, giveaways. But when I had something fun to share with, like opening those Eon and shipwright bags, then I've just went to Reddit, I went to official forums, I posted on Twitter and everywhere I could. Well, I right now it's like I have too much labor, so I try to make money from like something that's expensive and other players might avoid. I'm like, for example, I don't know if it's still on the auction house right now. Yeah, it is. It doesn't sell so often, but crafting this thing, it's really overpriced if you look at this one. 33 gold when cost to make it is probably around 5 gold max. But I'm listing it so expensively because it doesn't sell so often. People don't like to buy it a lot. So most of the time when I list it, it doesn't sell. And I craft it because it costs a lot of labor and I know that other players might not want to craft it. So I'm like looking for something that on fresh start servers is not so popular, and it will take my labor away quickly. Let's see what else I had here. Same goes with this Luna Frost. It doesn't sell so often. If you look at this one, it's like really low chance to sell it, but it's also overpriced. Chars, those are some leftovers that I hadn't wanted to get rid of it. Silver key. This is interesting. Right now, let's check. Silver key is like 6 gold, let's say. To make one, you need 10 ingots, and 10 ingots would cost me like 4 gold. So that's 2 gold profit, and it's really cheap in labor. But you need 50k exploration proficiency to start crafting those. And look, they sell for even 7 gold. So it's really, you need to think first on which server you are playing, Zaro. If you could add this information, then maybe I can give you some more specific information. But for fresh start servers, I would say anything can sell if you know that it isn't listed on the auction house. Like in the beginning, I was making a really good money on fishing propellant, but right now people are making those as well, and price went poof. So I'm avoiding it right now. But before, few weeks ago, it was a really good money maker. How did I find ArcheAge? I was looking in 2014. I was looking for an MMO that's sort of fresh starts, that I knew that I will be joining and start like everyone else without going into already settled up server or something. And there was information about ArcheAge, and I've decided to try it just because it was like in closed beta stage. I think it was one of those last betas back then. So I was like, yeah, if I start to play it, then probably I will have even chances like everyone else. I didn't know that market will be so impacting the markets, impacting the economy so heavily. Oh, so you are on prophecy. Okay, that's great. Yeah, so basically look at the auction house, because it seems like population is shrinking, so there's a chance to sell anything, but you need to pick a proper time and proper amount. For example, those silver keys. Oh, there's some V-Buck, wait. Look like it looks like it's working now. Okay, so look at this guy and me. I did it on purpose. I've put single silver keys and they sell, but when I put 10 silver keys, they do not sell. I've put them on purpose. They are a bit cheaper than those single ones that I've listed, but that's like bait. I don't expect it to sell, and if it sells, then it's great for me because I have too many of those keys. But uh, all in all, if you want to sell keys, for example, you need to list one by one, because they don't want to buy a lot of those keys. Usually someone found the metallic crate and he wants to open, so he wants just one key. Well, I don't know other games that have similar PvP style as ArcheAge. I know that some of those gamers, they are like moving to other games like Black Desert Online or Revolution Online? Revelation, I think. Revelation Online, something in open beta right now. But they say that it's developed or published by some kind of uh, greedy publisher that will probably implement a cash market, or already did during the beta stage. So I'm not sure if it's a good idea to test it. Well, about sunken ships, those sunken ships like this in front of me, or sunken ships to salvage, those that you can pull up into open waters. Oh, shipwreck. This is shipwreck. So you asked about salvage. Okay. Well, I think it's one of the best, if not the best, money maker in the game. But you need to be very well organized or very well prepared, possibly with a party, to make money from it. For example, on this server, it's really competitive. There's a lot of crews that are doing it, and it means that if you are alone, you have very little chance of succeeding. But in terms of money making, if you would calculate silver per labor, it's really insane money maker. Especially after you reach 100,000 exploration proficiency, like I did, then you can open those shiny boxes, and they give you a chance for better trade packs, arcane, rare, and grant. I think, yeah. Hello, Yusuf. Back in the days, some time ago, when I still had a lot of motivation and time to play this game, ship salvaging was source of my income, and I think that if you are stubborn enough, it will allow you to farm enough money to get yourself a legendary weapon. I saw people doing it during I think it was some kind of double event, but it doesn't matter. It was back on Shotgun before Fresh Start servers launched. I saw people doing it constantly, and one of the guys, I was a pirate back then, one of the guys called Chaos, he did absolute insane amount of those shipwrecks, and eventually it allowed him to buy legendary weapon of the auction house. Well, depends, pretty much depends what kind of ship you are using to carry those. If you have a merchant ship, then you can salvage the ship, pick up anything that's not from shiny boxes, because shiny boxes will remain unaccessible for you. And let's calculate. Let's say you were lucky and you didn't find any sunken shipwreck. I mean, any shiny box on your ship. In this case, you will have 8 boxes on the ship, and in worst case scenario, they will have the basic version of the pack. So that's like 160 gold in total, because each pack will grant you around 10 gold. So from one shipwreck you will pull out 160 gold, and if you are lucky, if you have exploration proficiency and you can open shiny boxes, I think that some of those ships, they might be around 300 to 400 gold for you each, full ship. But the thing that people forget here is that you spend labor to open the packs, those boxes, only once, and from it you get two trade packs. So that's a lot of labor saved. You know, if you compare it to, for example, running trade packs, you need to craft every single trade pack yourself, which means that you will invest labor in each trade pack, and here you invest 50% of that labor to obtain the trade pack. Let me think. I think it's 100 labor or 120 labor to pull it up. And I don't remember how many labor points it takes for hitting the trade pack box. I don't remember this part. Yeah, but it should be about 1000, yes. If you get your exploration higher, then it will, go lower. And it will be like, I think 600 labor if you have high proficiency. Something like that. If we find anything on our way, which is a low possibility, but there is, then I will just salvage it and we can check it out. But I don't think we will get so lucky. Any other questions? Hello. How are you, high rest? Oh yes, I found Perdita. I found one Perdita on this server, and I think overall in my career, I might have found around 15 to 20 Perditas. I find this kind of activity in game very relaxing, you know, because you can do it alone. You don't have to hurry, and if you get lucky, then you get lucky. If you don't, then you don't. And back in the days, there was a problem with shipwrecks because people had like two basic maps, and they were showing you directions like, let me show you on the map, like here, Halcyona Gulf, Castaway Strait, and Feuille Sound. Those were like areas that people had information that shipwrecks are there. And the thing is, hello group, the thing is that when Aurora was opened, people didn't even realize that you can go out here and have much better visibility like I have right now. Look, it's the middle of the night in game right now, and well, my visibility is pretty well. If you would try to dive right now in Castaway Strait or Halcyona Gulf, with this weather, you probably wouldn't even see what's in front of you. So I kind of used that and went here because it's so easy to find something here. Well, yeah, I'm well, Farest, thank you. Uh, okay, next question. You wanted to do treasure hunting, where should you start? Well, you should start anywhere. I think that Diamond Shores would be perfect for you because of the visibility. So basically, you get yourself a single Dahutas bubble or few Dahutas bubble to breathe underwater. I'm using breathing device, but that's just me. You can simply buy a breathing underwater potion and you will be ready to go. Maybe get some swim fins for movement speed and just start hunting. You will need those, you will need recovery pouches, and those should cost around 40 silver, 50 silver each. It's better to buy them instead of crafting them because they are really expensive in terms of labor. You need 25 labor points to create one, so it's better to buy one. And do I get attacked much? Well, I've got attacked once, and since then it didn't ever happen because I didn't allow it to happen. I was extremely greedy and in some kind of hurry. I found a Perdita statue and started using Clipper to deliver it back on Ianna. That was really long time ago. And there was something happening in front of me, but my computer or server lagged, and there was enemy team hunting me down, but I didn't see their ship. It didn't load for me fully. I saw like a stationary figurehead, and they bumped into the figurehead, and the rest of the ship loaded in, and they just appeared, started attacking me, and I lost Perdita. So after this, each time I found next Perdita, I never used ship unless I was like perfectly fine, unless I had some kind of party with me to at least sit on the radar and guard me. But if I'm alone and find Perdita, no fucking way that I will be summoning ship. Not ever again. Well, my gear score isn't impressive. If we put everything I've got, is around 3.6k. That's partially because I was too lazy to play the game. I didn't play it so seriously. I was like, slacking all the time. So it's not something that I am proud of, but well, it is how it is. And how much you should pay for Divine Greatsword? Well, I think that Divine weapons should be around 5k. They probably are listed if they appear on the market on first or server. I think they appear for around 6k. And sometimes people buy it, sometimes not. So let's assume that Divine weapon should be between 5 to 6k gold. If it's Obsidian tier 1 or tier 2. Because in terms of Ionad or something like that, of course it's different. Well, Ionad is expensive because it's like the highest weapon that you can get that's tradable. If you get Obsidian, it's bound when you start using it, and to unbound it, you have to upgrade it. So on lower tiers, it's quite easy to make it tradable. You just invest several mana wisps, and there it is. You can sell it because you upgraded it. But let's say you have tier 6 Obsidian, and if you want to sell it, you would have to invest insane amounts of money, and it's not even certain that someone will be willing to pay for it when you list it to sell it. So with Ionad, it's like, okay, I had Ionad and I'm bored of it, I don't want it anymore, then I can just list it. And that's the first thing. Besides, it's really powerful item. If you compare it to Obsidian, I think it's a bit worse, but still very good. So that's it. And why Delphinas are expensive? Pretty much the same reason. Plus, there's a change coming in 3.5 that will, I think, I'm not sure yet. So double check me on this. Do not take it so seriously. What I'm going to say right now. I think that they will rework how upgrading in the game works right now. So, for example, if I'm crafting scepters, to make scepter that's upgradable, let me open this. I'm making sealed illustrious scepter, and to make it magnificent, this scepter needs to go meadow. So out of several different variations of this weapon that will show up when I unseal the seal, I need one to be able to upgrade it. And with 3.5, I've heard that it will be no longer a thing. You will be able to upgrade any kind of Delphinat or any kind of gear as long as it will be on certain grade. So it will be more about regrading than about choosing a proper upgradable version of the weapon. So for example, right now I have Delphinat Wave Scepter in my inventory, and I think that in 3.5, when it hits, it will be possible to upgrade it to Ionat just because it's Celestial. Not because it's upgradable version, because it isn't. Everything will be upgradable version in 3.5. So you will just need to regrade it up to Celestial, and then you will be able to craft Ionat from it, and your Ionat weapon will be Grand. That's why my speculation is that pretty much Delphinat anything, armor or weapon, will be really popular when 3.5 hits, and it might be one of the best items to stack on. So right now, if I will be crafting like more scepters, or I'm trying to get a better shield because I'm using this one, Quick Shield Ephirium, I don't have proficiency to craft it into Delphinat, but let's say it doesn't go Quake Delphinat, so I cannot upgrade it to Ionat. I will try to regrade it. If it goes Divine, good. If it goes Celestial, good. I will keep it anyway. Yeah, it's really interesting. I think that Exile Gaming did it because it was too difficult to get the gear, and they want to remove the gap. Remove the gap because right now we have like Illustrious, we have like Artisan, and a lot of items before you reach to Eren or before you reach to Ionat. Great, Ionat. I don't know how to name it. Ionat segment or something. You see another silver key sold, and that's what I was talking about earlier. If you look at the price, cheaper keys are listed for like 7.44 and 7.45 are single keys, and people are buying silver keys as long as they are one key, not 10 or not more. Well, Zaro, you would have to kind of give me some details on that because I'm not certain what 3.0 will bring. I didn't read those sites that people are running with speculations on 3.5. I wasn't following it yet. I might because I think it might be a really good material for future videos, but right now my knowledge here is really small, so I don't want to make any mistakes. Oh, I almost missed one. Okay, then I guess we will have to talk about it in a while, because at this point I don't know. I have no knowledge of this. Since we have 22 people here and they are quite silent, maybe you guys can help me out a bit and tell me which kind of videos were most useful for you and which kind of topics you want me to, cover in my future videos. If that wouldn't be a problem, I would be more than happy if you would speak up and tell me what kind of video you would want to see or wouldn't want to see. Eren, you need only a way to breathe underwater. Most of the time you will want to use Dahuta's bubble. This potion should be obtainable on the auction house without any problem. Around 3 or 2 gold each. And it will give you ability to breathe underwater for 45 minutes. That's a lot. And other item you need is this. You need recovery pouch, and I also suggest to buy it. You can craft it. From letter and one more item. Let me open this for you. I think it's in exploration now. Here you will need recovery pouch kit, which is an item that you buy from general merchant, and letter you can buy it directly from auction house or from animals from pelt, process it from pelt. And you need 25 labor. In my case it's 20 because I have a discount here. 25 labor to create one of those, and each treasure chest that you are seeing that I'm salvaging takes one of those. Well, you can tell that you've got 100,000 gold, 1000 gold, sorry, chest, because it will appear on your back, and there will be a message broadcaster somewhere here. Everyone else can read it. It will be server wide, and then you will know. Adrenaline will go up, and you will end up with a valuable trade pack on your back. There is also the smaller version of it, 100 gold trade pack. Also, you notice it because it ends up on your back, and the difference is that there will be no broadcast here. So in 100 gold case you get the trade pack on your back and that's it, and in 1000 gold version there's a server wide message that someone found it with coordinates, so other players can track you down or try to track the location where Perdita was found. Well, only if I feel like something wrong will happen, and well, it's hard to say because I would be worried that someone would use illegal software to track me down. So in some cases in this server, in Prophecy, I think it might be a good idea to log out for a bit and just wait. Because if someone with illegal software uses, like, they can track your location and hunt you down without seeing you, then if that happens towards me, I have no ways of defending myself. In most cases, probably I would try to stay underwater and slowly move to a safe spot, to safe zone. Maybe pop a peace scroll on my gold. Fastest way to swim without a submarine? Well, I would say combining swim fins. Those can be quite good. Get a title. If you are a Newian, then you will be interested in this one, Abyssal Archaeologist. it will give you 10% swim speed. Another way of increasing it, let me jump off this, is this cloak. This one. It's the gold prestige shop. So it grants me 10% move speed. So I'm basically, I want to stack move speed here. And if you go pirate, then your title can be, you can obtain a special title called Desert Fox or Great White. And those titles, I think they give 20% speed increase, swim speed increase. Plus, you can get one of those. I'm using a breeding device that's increasing my swim speed as well, plus 20%. And the final thing that I don't have here because I don't like it, but maybe for some reason you will believe that you need it or you want it, is Auramancy. Get teleport with last passive to get teleport crit chance or pop the chance to reset cooldown on it, and song crafts, so you could use this movement speed increase song. I'm not using it because if I would take Songcraft and Auramancy or even one of those, then if something goes wrong, if I have any PvP situation over here, then I probably would suck in fight. I'm just too used with abilities that I have as a defiler. If I would remove one skill tree, I would feel like a cripple in terms of PvP. That's why I didn't take any abilities to increase it. Well, what's good with my gold owning a castle? Well, I'm. It's kind of complicated because the guild I'm in, it's a dead guild. It's like alt guild right now for other guilds that I'm not a member of, but they didn't kick me out, thankfully. So I'm here just to have access to gold shop. They have a good gold skill, and it allows me to make shoppings if I need to spend prestige or on some kind of high gems. Then I have access to it. And if I would go to another guild, it would probably be on a lower level, and it will be more difficult to get anything. So I'm in a dead guild. It's not like active guild, but I can tell you what's the benefit from having a castle for someone who's like me, a usual member. They have a special area around the castle that can be used only by guild members, and that's a good thing. And I think it's the only thing I noticed that's good. So I can like go out to Hidmar, and there's an area of land that only my guild can use. So if I would want to place property, it's possible for me because I'm in the guild that owns the castle. If I wouldn't be in the guild, it wouldn't be possible to even place this property. And that's pretty much it, at least from my perspective. But as I say, I don't feel like I'm a member of a guild that's active and that's having some activities around the castle. Any other questions? Or maybe feedback for me? What kind of videos you guys like on my channel? What kind of videos you don't like, don't want to see on my channel? Anything would help, really. Hello, Ferry. Uh, well, I think it's good to upgrade this howler. I don't think if I'm not sure if I remember it correctly, but if I remember it correctly, then upgrading it now to red howler will give you additional speed if you make the 7 slot version or 9 slot version later. I don't know. It was 8 slot, right? Yes, 8 slot. So if you skip the red howler thingy and later will make the 8 slot version, then you will suffer on speed. If you don't make it right now, then you will have some speed loss on the vehicle. Well, Far East, what do you need? Tell me. As far as I remember, it was the best to have the Gatherers farmhouse. I think the Ranchers farmhouse was the worst. There was also Miners house, but those mining drills, I don't think they were impressive. So I think it would be better for you if you would focus on Gathering. Yep, sieges tomorrow. Well, there's some kind of peace fund, Zaro, that when you open the map, you should be able to see it, like here. So there's some kind of money that gold owners get from other people that are living in the area. They can increase taxes in the area, and this will uh, increase amount of gold they are receiving. But I don't know how exactly it works. And probably that's a gold leader's pocket here. Thank you, Tiaren. Yeah, Red Howler is here on Fresh Start server, but I also think that I skipped the Red Howler part on Legacy server, and when those 8 slot versions went out, I upgraded into 8 slot version, and it was slower than the Red Howler 8 slot version. So I think that if you are serious about moving trade packs, then you should go with Red Howler as well. You shouldn't skip it. I'm not sure what's the time of the siege, sorry. It says 20 hours from now on, so maybe that helps. But I'm not sure if this is here on my minimap. Wait, I will try to show you. Here it says here 20 hours 11 minutes, but I'm not sure if this is accurate. And if it's a siege start or a declaration period or something like that, not sure. Okay, Tiaren, thanks for feedback. Well, when I was thinking about gold zones, I was thinking about showing some kind of unique ways of money making when you are entering the zone. Because maybe, for example, when you were in Carcassi, you didn't know that if you craft a pack and put it on the ground, there's a chance that someone will take it and move all the way across continents to sell for a bit of charcoal or a lot of charcoal, and you will get 20% as a creator of the pack. I'm on you, yes. So it was more about interesting informations from the zone that can give you some money. It isn't about go here and make money there. It's about if you are passing by in this zone, you should know that you can do this, this, and this. So, what's your favorite profession in ArcheAge, guys? What's your highest profession right now? Hello, Ronnie. Ah, nothing much, and you? Okay, so we have commerce, alchemists, letter workers, commerce mostly. Oh, and mining, yeah. Good old days. Well, for me it's alchemy, exploration, and then I think carpentry with larceny, but carpentry will win eventually because I don't collect so many of those coin purses. Well, Ronnie, there's some kind of setup. Give me a moment and I will try to show it to you. There's some kind of way that allows you to display every possible quest on your map, or you can use your, if your quest is here in quest log, you can find it somewhere here. I will unmark everything and show you how this works. But I will also pick up this thing. Okay, let's continue. So basically your quests are located here, and if you open this thing here, it should give you location and quick look into your quests. I will try to unmark everything and then we will continue with what you can do here. Okay, that should be good enough. So let's say I have this quest here. I don't know where it is. So I put it somewhere here, and there will be an indicator showing me which way I should head. Let me go here. Should be possible to spot. Yeah, you see this here? This red thing here. So it shows me direction I should go, and if that's not enough, you have a map button in most of the quests. So you open the map, and I more or less I know that it's Hadir Farm, so it's somewhere. One moment, it doesn't show me this. Hadir Farm. Well, in quest of this dungeon quest it doesn't work. Let's see if it will work somewhere else. Luzka's Awakening, this should work. Oh, you see? It shows me which direction I should take to go to the quest area. So you should be fine. If not, try to use Google, and there's ArcheAge database that should help you out with quests. Yeah, and some of them, well, if you don't have main quests, then you should wait. Maybe I can help you out with it. There was some kind of option to show you every fucking quest possible. Here it is. Options, game info. If you put unlimited on this thingy, then pretty much you can see every quest that's possible to pick up. You see, I opened Mahadivi from the middle of the ocean and it shows me that quest givers are here, here, and here. So that's everything, every quest that you can pick up in the game. So if you remember in which area you lost the quest and you pull this thing up, you should be able to track it. No problem. But I don't want to have it fully visible. Maybe put it to 300 meters and rush through the zone to locate it. Oh look, a pirate. Oh, more pirates. Oh, it's so tempting, but my gear sucks. So I would probably end up dead. I don't want to end up dead on my stream. Oh Jesus, do you see this? What a horde. No, no action. I lost my breeding device, so I need to go away from this place and summon it somewhere. Or maybe the Hutas bubble. And we can try to steal the second one, but I think they fish in a horde. Okay, one is moving. Ah, second is moving as well. So nope, no action. I'm playing on Prophecy, on Freestar server EU. Okay, one moment to load this, charge this breeding device. Oh, I played on Shaktigon as well. One of the best servers on EU. Hello Chris, yes I am. Let's see what I've got so far. Only 3 of those Ionan shipwright design bugs, 3 chrome sub design scraps. This one is nice. This is worth 7 golds to vendor, and the rest of it is pretty much trash. And we've got 25 Vaultstone shards. Those, if you are a beginner treasure hunter, you might want to keep those, because when you get 35, you can combine it into Vault Stone, and when you open Vault Stone, you will get a decor item, and collecting every decor item there is from Vault Stones will grant you Abyssal Archaeologist title, so you will get plus 10% swim speed increase. Assuming that I never find that 1k treasure, is exploring still a good money per time? Well, if I would do it seriously, I would move only from shipwreck to shipwreck, and it would be time efficient. Probably I would have to take an alt with me on a submarine or something, and this way I would be able to open 2 treasure chests instead of 1, because often when I'm finding a shipwreck, it turns out that shipwreck has 4 boxes around it, and I need to wait 2 minutes for the debuff to disappear before I can pick up another treasure chest. So that's where you lose a lot of time, and if you go in blind, you will lose a lot of time uh, while you are searching for the shipwreck. In my case, for example, I remember this place. I can tell you that shipwreck is, for example, here, somewhere here. I'm doing it from memory, so I might be a bit wrong, but let's head here, and you will see that I found shipwreck soon. So if I would combine it, prepare my second character, move together with it on submarine, play music for speed increase, I think it would be time efficient, much more than it is right now. And second thing I would look is that when you open this thing, you get brine bound rock. This will be your main stable source of income if you do treasure hunting, but often its price is crap. Right now it's 99 silver, and I don't want to list it. I would want to list it when it goes like 1.5 gold. So this would be 10 gold right now. So that would be nice, but it didn't happen. So when I'm finished with this stream, I will open those bags and I will keep brine bound rock until it goes up in price, and then it will be a good money, trust me. There was also a video from ARED. One moment, I will try to find it for you because it might be really good in this subject. Oh, and look what's here. I missed with the mark a bit. It's here in front of us. I can see the shipwreck already. Yesterday, another YouTuber, ArcheAge, he made a video on it, on basic treasure hunting, and he made a calculation how much it might be worth. According to him, one moment. I linked the video in the chat. According to ARED, it's around 9 silver per labor point spent. Well, if you start playing on Prophecy, which I don't recommend right now because it seems like Prophecy will end up in a bad shape pretty much soon. But if you still are stubborn and decide to play on Prophecy, then I think that if you want easy face roll and stronger guild, you should go on Harani side. I think Harania side is stronger on this server. And I'm from Poland. I don't know if I answered the question. So yeah, ArcheAge made a cool video that will tell you basics about treasure hunting. He only missed one thing in the video. He missed information about sextant, which gives you your coordinates for your current location. So if you find shipwreck, you want to have sextant with you, use the sextant, record your location, remember where the shipwreck was. Other than that, his video is totally cool, and his calculation says that it's around 9 silver per labor. So Reckoning has the same problem. Well, it's a surprise to me, Ferry, to be honest. Christian, I just saw your message. Yes, it is a trap. I agree. And Ferry, it's a surprise because on legacy servers, I tried three legacy servers, and on each server, Harani was always dying. There was less Haranis, but more Nuyans. Nuyans were like mindless blob everywhere, and Haranis were like There's a little of Haralis, but they are clever and they somehow manage to survive. Yeah, yeah, Christian, I agree. It's not a good on long run. Well, maybe I shouldn't say this because I play since release, but I know what you are talking about. I know which kind of traps you mean. Scapes promised that it's no tricks, no traps, and he lied. So yeah, I'm really surprised that Haranis are getting stronger. Maybe it's because of those Warborn implementations and dwarves. But it seems like okay, we have people that are uh, they love Warborns and they want to play on Harani side because of it. But well, dwarves are as popular, I think. One thing I hate about dwarves is that they have they don't have female dwarves with beards. They have some kind of lolly misunderstanding instead of female dwarf. Yeah, jailbait. Yeah, but you know, if when you are trying to imagine dwarfs, how do you imagine dwarf from like Lord of the Rings or World of Warcraft, whatever? When you are thinking about dwarf, you are thinking about big belly, big bird, mustache, and shit like that, and suddenly we have female dwarf lolly here. That's like I don't know, a hobbit. It's just it doesn't feel right for me. Yeah, he's a midget. You disagree, Farist? Firest, sorry, Firest. I think, I hope. Oh Jesus, look at this. Success, divine to epic. That's some serious shit here. Yeah, I don't know why the guy did it, but they often do. Well, it would be more justified if he would go from Celestial uh, to Epic with grand success. Then you would ask yourself, why did he use the Resplendent thingy? But well, maybe he wants Epic set. I don't know. Oh, now he's regrading ship components. Well, I cannot blame you, Christian. Right now it went from like 540 to 600 on EU because they updated the market, and I think um, there was a server started on 10th December. We have like 30 day patron status plus some compensation day. Let's say 5 days. So I think around 15 each month. There's like the period when those patron statuses are going out, and that's why people like each month at a certain day people end up with no patron and they have to buy the Apex, so they go up and up and up. And the sad thing is that eventually they will become more expensive or as expensive as they are on legacy servers. So it means that the whole conception of fresh start server is dead because it's the same as it is on legacy server, but it's worse because marketplace will be only for single server, or in case of NA it will be only auction house between two servers, Vengeance and Reckoning. And we will suffer from it because population will shrink, less and less items will be listed on the auction house, and it will be even worse than it is to play on legacy server. Becoming a pirate is not a good thing unless you know what you are doing and you are already geared up. That's my opinion. Being a pirate is really punishing in terms of finishing quests. Like if you want prestige for your cloak, gold cloak, then you are killing the world boss. You have access to multiple different quests, and as a pirate, it will turn out that it's more difficult to complete them. Those PvE activities that feel it feels like it's normal to do them as Harani or Nguyen. As a pirate, they are sometimes impossible to complete. Well, Christian, for me it's not a problem to get Apex because I'm actively crafting items on opposite region. So my main is on EU and my alt is on NA, and alt is making enough money to keep me patron for a for a year now. But uh, well, I get what you mean. It's not about playing the game to farm money, just to be able to barely make enough to become a patron for next month. It's not about it, and it shouldn't be about it. Compilation of bosses. Well, it's possible to check it yourself in the game if you open this one. It's listed here. You can read it, you can check it. Each world boss that counts for the gold kill is described in this. Or most of them, maybe not each. I'm not certain that Tryon did it correctly here, but I believe that's most of it. Well, right now my alt is not making so much money, but back in the days when Apex was around 100 gold, I was able to buy like 3 Apexes per day. So now it's of course more difficult to get Apex. One character I'm investing heavily into fishing, and only fishing. I want him to have the Pajio that you probably saw on my fishing video. I want Pajio to be maxed fisherman and see how this advanced fishing works in terms of money making. And my second character is like doing what I always did, and most of those methods I already described in my videos. I'm like killing those ships when I see that they are mature in Warston on public farm. I'm crafting different things. I'm trying to upgrade costumes and sell them for profit. Stuff like that. Mini bosses. Well, I don't know which one you mean, Ferry. Sorry. And thank you, Christian. No problem. it was a pleasure to do something to for the community, I guess. It's like at some point when I started playing this game and I was already being bored with it, I felt like I don't want to play this game just to play this game, and I wanted to have some extra meaning, I guess. That's why I decided to try myself as a YouTuber. And I think it didn't work out so bad. I think it's quite good. Ferry, can you give me some specific details about those mini bosses? Maybe I didn't do the quest. I'm quite lazy, so maybe I skipped it. But I don't remember mini bosses giving Gilda stars. Do you mean those in the dungeons? Ferry, you here? Everyone went so silent suddenly. You mean the part 1? What made you upset about it? I've posted below it, so yeah, it felt strange. I don't want to trash talk anyone because I feel like, overall, this interview was quite good. Celestrata did a good job, and it seems like Celestrata felt comfortable and she tried to give solid information. But as I wrote in the comment below it, well, for me, it's like I tried to confront it, and after hearing this out, I was like super charmed because yeah, wow, this sounds good. This sounds like this has a sense, and you know, sounds realistic. And after a moment, I was like, okay, but I sent her a messages, uh, two messages in 2016, no answer. Two messages in 2015, no answer. I know it's not a big deal in terms of being a community server, but it felt like she's talking so much about listening to feedback, about working with people, about not ignoring a single voice when my voice was ignored. I know that in terms of overall situation, my voice doesn't matter so much. But in terms of me receiving Celestrata, it matters because that's what happens to me, and that's why I felt bad about it. Yeah, but on the other hand, if you would be employer of Tryon and someone would ask you, do you think that servers are dying? would you would you answer the truth, or would you answer whatever your employer would expect you to answer? It's like I was also looking for some informations from PAX East on YouTube or any other sites, I don't know, and I found on some information from Scott Hartzman, but from the previous PAX, not from the current one. I think it was PAX West, right? So he was like talking about Trove and how successful Trove is in terms of Tryon as a company, as a publisher. And it was like, you felt like it's really powerful game, like there's a huge database, millions of players playing, but where the fuck are those millions? Because you go on I don't know, Twitch, you start searching for streamers, and you find one page with like 15 streamers, and in total they have maybe 100 viewers. And this is the game that's has 5 million viewers, I mean players. And it seems like insane, unreal. But maybe it is, I don't know. I don't know. They say about numbers that they are so successful in terms of population and population stability, but you see those numbers, you see the game, and it doesn't add up. Well, one of those things that I've catched from the interview was like Celestrata telling that she's working everywhere, including ArcheAge forums, Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube. And the thing is that in terms of YouTube, since I started making the videos, I tried to, get better. I tried to use some kind of tools that will tell me which kind of tags it's worth to use in ArcheAge. I'm trying to watch other creators from ArcheAge category, so I'm searching for ArcheAge like weekly. For example, today when I start my PC and I start browsing on the internet, I'm typing ArcheAge in YouTube, and I start looking what's new in terms of videos. So I don't see Telestrata there. The only one exception was like there's this popular streamer called Doc the game or something like that. Doc got games or something like that, or plays games. I don't know. Let's call him Doc. And he invited Celestrata for interview, and that was the only moment when I saw that Celestrata was visible on YouTube. And other than that, Russians are totally dominating YouTube in terms of creating ArcheAge. You can find some Jason Weavard videos, you can find some Arid videos, plus smaller YouTuber videos, but in terms of the most popular ones, Russians are beating almost everything. In terms of ArcheAge in a week or per day, when you look at most popular videos per day, per week, Russia is beating us totally. And I'm saying us because I feel like, okay, I'm representing NA and EU region somehow as a creator on YouTube. And where is Telestrata? Tell me. When they are doing streams on Twitch. Oh wait. End of the trip, I guess. Or not. Or yes. Yeah, I fucked up because I have the healing weapon on my shortcut here, and when I switched, I had to manually replace it back because I didn't have the Delphinate weapon on shortcut. I need to fix that at some point, but I don't know which kind of skills I should get rid of. Probably this thingy here, plays the instrument, and pull everything bit left. I'm also not using this pet so often, so yeah, at some point I will. But at least it felt good. One of them died at least. That's a good score. I wonder how they saw me from this distance. Maybe they are watching right now. Well, submarine is worth if you think about salvaging shipwrecks, because at some point, when you reach good amount of exploration proficiency, you will be able to open shiny boxes. So this is when submarine becomes handy. Oh, look at this! Oh, oof, epic club. So, well, submarine is more useful if you are thinking about salvaging shipwrecks instead of doing treasure hunting. Well, there's an exception. I think when you are like investing into submarine parts, you will increase its overall speed, and if you combine it with Songcraft, then it will become really nice swim speed. Yep, epic Ionat. I'm gonna head a bit south and change the road this time. And I will visit those pirates some other day when I get stronger. And if I get stronger, because right now I'm not entirely sure what I should do in terms of progressing with gear. I think I will aim for 3.5 instead and still take it slowly, because I don't feel like I need to get a better gear right now. Hello, Lavolp. I don't have any solid information on 3.5 yet. I didn't read into it deeply, so I don't want to, make false calls yet. Same goes for removal of wisps. I've read that it will happen, but I didn't read into details. Uh, I don't want to make any false calls. As I said earlier in the stream, I do realize that there will be some kind of change in upgrading towards Ionat, upgrading your gear, crafted gear, but that's it. I didn't read more. Well, I think that I will stock on Delphinad items. I will try to make as many Delphinad gear as possible. If it goes Divine, then I will naturally want to use it or sell it. But if it goes Celestial, normally you would want to sell it cheap or salvage it for wisps. But I'm tempted to just keep every possible Delphinad that I will craft. And when 3.5 hits, this one, for example, should be possible to craft into Ionat. That might increase its value, I believe. So maybe those high-end crafted armor or weapon pieces, they might increase in value. That's what I mean here. So you might want to have them yourself when 3.5 hits, or you might want to sell them when it hits. And hello, Puffs PvP. Yeah, I have been streaming a long time ago, a bit, but I don't know. I don't feel so comfortable while speaking in English. That's why I avoid, you know, doing those streams more often. I don't feel good speaking English. Feels like I'm lacking somewhere, and I don't want to make mistakes, silly mistakes. It's better to just record a audio and make a YouTube video instead of stream, for me at least. And even that was a problem in the beginning. I felt like I'm talking to a huge audience and I didn't know who's on the other side. I didn't feel, I don't know, secure, I guess. And it was a big challenge to start speaking to the microphone. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I know that my English isn't total trash, but you know, some situations or some names that I have to use when I'm like reading. For example, today I was thinking about it. I was asked several times to make a defiler guide, and I did one for early start for lower levels. But I found out that it's really difficult for me to say those names, and I'm not entirely sure skill names. I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing it correctly. So even if nobody is like pointing that out that I did something wrong here or I said something wrong, it feels for me like I might be making a lot of mistakes in this area. So I kind of my natural mechanism here is to avoid it. But I will have to make the defiler build eventually. As you saw with those pirates, it's working pretty well, and this pet is really OP. I really recommend this pet if you are on east side. I'm not sure if the west side can get it, but the body slam skill on this pet is just insane because it switches targets. So this guy who attacked me at some point was forced to retarget me because this pet was forcing him to attack the pet. This one last skill, body slam. Some players I fought with this pet summoned, they had a serious problem with retargeting me. I don't know, maybe it's some kind of problem with configuration that it's easier to, for them, it's easier to start the combat, target me once, but if they untarget me, it's difficult for them to go back to the previous state. So at some point, in some fights, this pet will force your enemy to target the pet, and they will have serious problems during the fights to change the target back to you. And you will gain extra seconds. It's crazy. Oh, I see this. So, oh, that's interesting. We have a broken lifeboat. That's 4 hours duration. It's really early because 5 hours is maximum. Then it gets lower. Lower it gets, bigger chance that someone already picked it up. I'm going to head there next and see if there's anything there. Yeah, and pet is really strong, especially if you equip it with flame armor. I didn't go crazy on flame armor yet because it feels really bad when you have 3k gear score and your pet has better armor than you do. So I wasn't so eager to equip it in the first place, but at some point I'm definitely going to try to give it epic or legendary armor for my pet. Well, pretty much I'm aiming for interaction with my viewers. That's the first thing, because when I'm doing this, I don't I it doesn't matter if I get distracted or not, because in terms of like PvP, when I was fighting the pirate, I wasn't concentrated on stream, and that's bad in my opinion. I wanted to avoid it, so I'm choosing like activities that don't require a lot of attention. and this is one of it, because you can just start, you know, swimming underwater, and there it is. Okay, let's salvage the ship. Probably it will end up bad. So for those of you who didn't do it yet, this is what's happening. I found sparklings, shiny bubbles here, or stars, whatever. And now I'm uncovering the ship. You need a submarine for it, and first skill that you need to use here is scan ships, and you need a sonar for it. So you need submarine plus sonar on submarine. Once you've got it and you uncovered it into this state, you can use your own labor to keep and proceed with the operation, or you can switch for air cannon, and when you do, your submarine here will get another skill, fire compressed air. And once you do it 3 times, you will be able to see uncovered shipwreck that you can start processing into next stage. Of course, I'm doing it on the stream without my alt character, so there's a really high chance that I will get killed in the process, because that's what usually happens. But I don't really care so much if I lose it or not. And we can observe if I can do it with 500 labor or not, because someone else asked earlier if it's possible or not. If I will run out of labor, I have a compensation potion, so it should be fine. If you have any questions about salvaging, I think now is a good moment to ask them. Live action, so yeah, we can do it together. The good thing is that you can deliver those things, those boxes, you can deliver to Diamond Shores, and right now Diamond Shores is in peace. You cannot get the ship up without submarine, because there's no way to skip the need of the scan ship's ability. I tried on Legacy with Dolphin, because Dolphin has this ability and its name is the same. It's named Scan Ships, but it didn't uncover the shipwreck, so it doesn't work. Only submarine sonar works here, and that's why you need submarine. So we need to put 10 recovery pouches here. Each time I hit the hammer, I lose 1 recovery pouch, and now I've installed 10 of them. And next thing that happens is exploration. Spend 100 labor to cut the ropes. So I'm cutting the ropes, they will go up. So for now I've lost 40 labor points. I think I will lose another 80 labor. So that's 120 labor to pull up the ship once you have 100,000 exploration proficiency. And the next operation that I'm doing here is I'm going to wait till it goes into surface, and I'm going to count which kind of boxes are here. We have one shiny sunken cargo box. So in this one I will find 2 valuable trade packs. Yeah, possibly pirates will come, who knows. Maybe they are busy fishing. So this shiny box is pretty much everything that interests me here, and I will use fishing boats to transport it. Maybe it's a good idea to start summoning it now and parking it next to the shipwreck. Fishing boat has, as you can see, 4 spots for a trade pack. You don't need any proficiency to start doing it, but you need 100,000 proficiency to be able to open those shiny sunken cargo here. And there are 4 types of trade packs that you can get here. First and the lowest one is basic grade trade pack, and it's worth around 10 gold. Like this one, basic cargo pack. It's around 10 gold. One moment. 10 gold each. Next grades that you can find from those boxes that I've just opened, those normal ones, is Grant. It's worth around 15 gold. And highest one that you can find from normal boxes is rare grade box trade pack, and it's worth around 30 something gold. I think 33 if you sell it with maximum price. And that's it. And there's one more kind of trade pack that can drop only from shiny boxes, arcane trade pack, and arcane trade pack is worth 44 gold when you deliver it. So if you are a beginner, you want no shiny boxes because you will not be able to open them. I'm able to open them because I've got 100,000 exploration proficiency. Yeah, I'm using the FOV mode, yes. The one from Reddit. Yeah, we have someone here. Let's hope they are not interested in killing me. We have a rare wine cargo pack. And we have grand one. So it's nothing interesting, I mean nothing impressive, but it's better than average, I would say. At least we have something else than the basic ones. So we have basic type of pack, 3 of them, that's 30 gold. The one I'm carrying on my back is 15 gold, so it's 45. And the rare one is 30 something, so it's around 70 gold here. So yeah, we've got lucky. We found it, and it seems like I'm going to stay alive here. That's good. Well, what do I think about PK? I think it's a feature in game. I think it's really good feature, and I wouldn't treat someone who uses PK mode uh, in a bad way, because he's enjoying the game fully, and it's your right to use PK, and it's your right to avoid and stay away from it. I think that if you are in a guild that allows PK, then your freedom of choice is wider than it would be if you join a guild that doesn't allow it. Often there were conflicts in my ArcheAge career that I solved with PK mode, and I think it's really good because at least you can manage the game somehow. If you have problem with someone, you can hunt him down and kill him. If you want to take someone's pack, then you can hunt him down and take it. At some point, for example, on Legacy server on Shatigon, I was really upset with the approach that my nation had. I was a part of Nuya. Oh look, this is Perdita statue. Someone found Perdita. Well, PK doesn't have that big punishment, true, but I think it's already uh, working as it should, in my opinion. They messed up ability to get Draft of Forgiveness, the potion to decrease your infamy, and you can get it by spending your honor points, which is like, for me it's a disaster because I don't have much honor points. So they already removed easy access to those potions by removing them from loyalty points, loyalty shop. And is it such a big deal that someone's like reducing infamy? Well, it's his right. Okay, lineage 2. Okay, that's some kind of punishment. But do you think it should be there in ArcheAge? I would I would think about it. Or maybe they should make it impossible to decrease infamy with those quests, or even decrease our ability to obtain those potions of forgiveness. But I wouldn't remove them entirely from the game. And maybe once you become a pirate, maybe they should give some kind of cooldown that you cannot go back to your previous nation in like 1 month or something. And this way, people wouldn't just become pirates and unpirate for each siege and then come back to pirate. But I don't know if it would solve anything, if it's a problem, a real problem in the game right now. Yeah, bounty would be awesome in my opinion. Even as a person who commits crimes, if I would have wanted status and someone would be able to get money for killing me, I think it would be awesome, awesome feature in the game. I would love to have this chase cat and mouse in the game, and I would love this kind of situations. I think that it would create many opportunities for open world PvP, and this is my favorite type of PvP. Zaro, from this thing I should get around 75 gold, I believe. I'm going to upload the video later on YouTube, so it will be present as another episode on my channel. So in case you missed something, it will be possible to check it out later. Shit, no labor. Look at this. And using no, I don't think I want to spend my labor points. I mean labor potion just for this. I think I will end at this point, or maybe put it on the ground somewhere. But well, zero labor for me means that the stream is basically over. I think I will just end this here and maybe see you guys tomorrow. I don't know. Oh, someone wants it. Zaro. Okay, come here, Zaro, and I will give it to you. There you go. Okay, I'm going to play some commercials if I know how this works, and then after commercials, I think I will call it a day and turn off the stream. Maybe I will try to prepare a video for Monday for those of you who are interested. Now is the time to give me some suggestions if you want to see, I don't know, power leveling videos, money making, or any other. Write on the chat, and I will try to write it down and keep in mind when I will be planning my future video. And let me try to put the commercials on. Doesn't look well for you. Pet army wins. Oh look, red is coming. Hello. Yeah, that's the power of those pets. I know I shouldn't use them, but it's just too hilarious to skip, you know? I just like them too much. Like with the CDTivo video, if you saw the guy who accused me of hacking, him and his friend, they met my pets and they didn't like them. I'm also using them in the library. I'm thinking if I should post the build. I figured out a really interesting build for I let me see what was it. Demonologist. Sorcery, occultism and witchcraft. Sorry Tiaren, I don't have language proficiency. Okay, let's call it a day. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. It was a pleasure to do this stream today. It was fun. Maybe I will try to do it more often. And good night, everyone.